I remember when I came down to Austin a few times during COVID, to a lot of the comics from like LA, you were like, Jesus Christ. Like they were like waiting on you to like rise with your club, dude. I was like, you guys are putting too much pressure on Joe Rogan,
it's a lot
man.
Of pressure, bro.
Because I think it's not all LA comics, but there were a few that maybe felt like the Austin comics weren't showing love to the LA comics. They were like, man, they put us last on the mics. They don't book us on the shows. The LA comics got to do our own thing. He's like, but they were like, just wait, man. I heard a couple guys say this. They were like, just wait, man. When Joe opens up his club, it's over. Like, we'll be back on top. But I feel like you brought everybody together, man.
Yeah, it's about everybody should be together. This is a fun artist community, and it should be fun for everybody. There's no us versus them. Shut up. We're all comics. Stop with the silliness. The Austin comic, LA comic.
It was
New
only
York
for,
comic.
I think it was only for a little bit during COVID when everybody's just rushing in, you know?
Well, everybody was freaking out just about change in the world, you know? Like there was a lot of weird shit going on in the world, and everybody had a higher level of anxiety. And to take a chance when you're young and you're coming up and everybody tells you LA is where you have to be. Are you a 27, 28-year-old comic? Oh, my God, you got to get to LA. That's what I had always heard. You got to get to LA. You got to get to LA.
Yeah.
It's not the case anymore. That's not real anymore. The thing that helps you more than anything is podcasts. That's the thing that helps you more than anything.
Yeah.
Number one, social media, podcasts, you know? Those are like, look how big you got so quick from a couple clips.
Yeah.
It's just a couple clips. Like, you know it as well as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got good shit, now it gets out. Like that, there is not a TV show in the world that would have done that for you. Mm-mm. You would have had to be the star in the, like if you were living in the 90s, you'd have to be the star of some NBC sitcom to sell the kind of tickets you're selling right now. Just from clips online. It's beautiful. For comedians, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I feel like it's letting people decide who gets to blow up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it used to be like because I wasn't there. But I feel like it used to be the industry kind of decides when you get your break or not. Like, do they put you on this show or that movie? They sort of do,
but stand-up was always at least partially been a meritocracy. You know, but stand-up, the quality of your stand-up is the most important thing. Whether or not people are laughing, that's the most important. It's always been the most important thing. So if someone is undeniable, they always come through. They always come through. But they also have to be a hard worker. You got to actually put it. There's too many guys that are really good that just go to one club or they go, you know, they don't go on the road. There's too many guys that, like, they missed this window of opportunity where they could have been, like, real national headliners, and they just never developed a following out there in the world.
100%. I know a handful of comics, like, back home or in New York or L.A., who I feel like are some of the funniest people in the world and don't have a lick of work ethic, so the world will never know.
It's horrible. But some of them, it's not the work ethic. Some of them get jobs. Like in the business, like they're writers or like Owen Smith, who is one of the top 20 stand-up comics alive. His shit is so tight. He's so smooth on stage. You look at him, you're like, how is this guy not selling out arenas? How is this guy not selling out arenas? It's because Owen they're great jobs. He got a bunch of great jobs. Like he runs sitcoms and stuff, runs shows. He's a writer. But goddamn, when you look at the quality of his stand-up, like, man, you should be everywhere. You should be everywhere.
I mean, to each their own. If he's happy, right?
I think the writer's strike probably freaked him out. I think the writer's strike and the actor's strike freaked a lot of those guys out. They're like, oh, shit. Like, because if they just pulled a plug for 5-6 months in some sort of contract negotiations, like some of those executives were literally saying, wait these people out when they start losing their homes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That's some cutthroat shit.
That's wild. Imagine if you got to go to work with those people after that. Imagine that's how they feel about you.
I couldn't do that. I already didn't go that route. I don't know if I could ever go that route.
You could have gone that route in the 90s.
In the 90s?
That was the only option, man. Wow. In the 90s, it was when I first came to Hollywood in 94, that was what everybody wanted. You wanted what Jerry Seinfeld had. You wanted what Roseanne had. It was Brett Butler, who's, what was that show called again? Grace Under Fire. That was a big show. Tim Allen. You wanted to be a comic that got a sitcom. That was the shit, dude.
Yeah.
If you were a comic that got a sitcom, now you got a house in Beverly Hills, driving a Ferrari. Woo! You made it.